Next, question number 5. కిందకి చేయమంటారా? Okay. Next, question number 5. Equal volumes of the 1 molar HNO3 and 1 molar H3PO4 are neutralized by the dilute NaOH solution. If X and Y kilocalories of heat are liberated in these reactions, the relation between X and Y, assume H3PO4 is completely ionized. So, in two separate experiments, they are taking the HCl and H3PO4. Next, the molarity of the HCl is 1m. Molarity of the H3PO4 is also 1m. Next, equal volume. Say, let us say volume is equal to V here, V liters. Here, let us say volume is equal to V liters. Next, when H3PO4 completely ionizes, the molarity of the H plus ions here becomes 3. Next, molarity of the H plus ions here becomes 1. Molarity of the H plus is 1. Therefore, you calculate the moles of the H plus ions present in the HCl, moles of the H plus ions present in the H3PO4. Moles of H plus is equal to 1 into V. Similarly, moles of H plus. So, here moles of the H plus, here 3 into V, so 3V. So, in this H3PO4 solution, the total moles of the H plus ions are 3 times greater than the moles of the H plus ions present in the HCl. Now, in this condition, if add the sodium hydroxide into this solution and sodium hydroxide into this solution, when sodium hydroxide is added into both these acidic solutions separately, since here more number of H plus ions are present, more degree of neutralization takes place, here more amount of the heat will be liberated. Here less degree of neutralization takes place, hence less amount of heat will be liberated. Therefore, amount of the heat liberated here is more and amount of the heat liberated here is less. Therefore, from the solution where H3PO4 is taken, more amount of heat is liberated, here less amount of heat is liberated. Next, in the problem, they are given that heat liberated from HCl is X and heat liberated from H3PO4 is Y. Therefore, according to this relation, so Y must be greater than X. Hence, answer is Y is greater than X. Therefore, B. Because in the option B, they are given that X is equal to 3Y. So, Y is greater. Okay, sir. This is the theory part. Okay. Okay, sir. Next. Oh. Next, one second. Okay, sir. Yes. Next, question number 6. Heat of neutralization of the HCl by NaOH is 13.7 kilocalories per mole per equivalent, and with ammonium hydroxide it is 12.27 kilocalories. The heat of dissociation of the ammonium hydroxide is. So, in the given problem, if the heat of neutralization of the strong acid and strong base and strong acid and weak base are separately given, therefore, the standard formula for the calculation of heat of ionization is heat of ionization of weak acid or weak base. heat of ionization of the weak acid or weak base is equal to heat of neutralization of strong acid strong base minus ఎక్కడ దాకా వెళ్ళచ్చు ఇక్కడ దాకా వెళ్ళచ్చు అంతేనా ఇక్కడ దాకా తక్కువ దాకా మళ్ళీ రాస్తాను ఇక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చెప్పండి మళ్ళీ రాస్తాను మార్కర్ బాగానే కొత్తది ఇది నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 6. So in the given problem, if the heat of neutralization of the strong acid and strong base is given, in the same problem if heat of neutralization of the either weak acid or weak base is also given, first compare the numerical values. Whenever if the weak acid or weak base participates, the amount of heat liberated will be usually less when compared to the heat liberated if strong acid or strong base participates. Therefore, in the problem here also, the heat of neutralization of the HCl with NaOH is given as 13.7 kilocalories. Next, in the same neutralization reaction, if the ammonium hydroxide participates, the amount of heat liberated is 12.27 kilocalories. Therefore, if we compare the numerical values, since the ammonium hydroxide is a weak base, therefore less amount of the heat is generated because of less degree of ionization. Hence, the degree of ionization can be calculated through that standard formula like this. Heat of ionization of ammonium hydroxide is heat liberated minus heat of neutralization of strong acid strong base. Heat liberated, here heat liberated is 12.27 minus 13.7. This is therefore heat of ionization is 1.43 kilocalories per mole. Okay, sir. Next, therefore answer is C. Sir, wait, it's not C. Therefore answer is D. Okay, correct? Answer is C. అది మళ్ళీ స్ట్రైక్ అయిపోతుందా అది ఎట్లా మరి లేదా మళ్ళీ మొదటి నుంచి చెప్పమంటే చెప్పు ఎందుకంటే అది ఆన్సర్ దానికి వాళ్ళు ఏమి ఇచ్చారో మనం చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి అది మెయిన్ ట్రబుల్ వస్తుంది ముందు నాకు ఒక పేపర్ నాకు తెలుస్తుంది కానీ వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ ఆన్సర్ ఏమి ఇచ్చారో తెలియదు
అవునా ఇక్కడ రాంగ్ ఉన్నా కానీ మీరు చెప్పేదాన్ని ఇప్పుడు